Being consistent. I'm working on it. This is going to be my third or fourth week in a row. And my commitment to myself is to go live Wednesdays at 3 ish. It's 3:11 right now. To build that momentum of consistent, candid, authentic presence. So here I am. I am Michelle. I own Triangle Social Media and I help business owners manage all the social media stuff, content creation, consulting, events, lots of networking. And a lot of that includes videos. So I try to practice what I preach and do the things that I encourage my clients and others to do. We need to do videos regularly and consistently. So one aspect of videos is going live, and I have chosen to really focus on YouTube. It's my goal. It's just a challenge that I've given myself, and it started, I don't know, a couple of years ago, really, and I've haphazardly been inconsistently consistent. Does that make sense? Um, on YouTube, and so I thought, you know what, I'm just going to be more serious about my effort. So whether or not I grow or get a lot of likes and follows and engagement, that's really secondary to my fulfillment of my own challenge to myself of showing up consistently, doing lives, and learning more and more. Like I tell my clients, the more you do it, the more comfortable you are with it, the more confident you are, and then the more consistent you're going to be. Um, every interface is different, every platform is unique in some of the demographics, right? There's overlap there, but just in the interface, where to click here, where to do this, what to write there, how to optimize this. And so the more that we understand and learn by doing, then the more confident we're going to be. And we may be able to help someone else in the process. So that's my goal, because I do like to encourage and help my clients or just other people talking, getting to know other business owners and networking events and whatnot. And so if I have an opportunity to share something I've learned, I'm going to do that. And so something I'm learning is, you know, just all the things here in YouTube. You've got to optimize your live with the thumbnail and the description and the audience, just all the things. I'm feeling more confident with that because I've been doing it more. I can post videos on YouTube and on any other platform, but going live is a little bit different, unique. Not It's not crazy different, but it's good to be really comfortable with each pathway, each process, each way of doing a thing, so that again you get the confidence, you get the consistency, and it's part of growing. It's personal growth as well as business growth. So, so here I am. Now I'm using this microphone today, and I have my sliding glass door open, and hoping that the sound is good, because we play around with different tools and tools of the trade, if you will. But there's all kinds of supplies. Honestly, like I tell people, I could have just left the door shut. I didn't even need to use a microphone. I think if you have a steady hand, good eye contact towards the camera, not down here towards yourself, and good lighting. Natural light is best, right? A window. So here I am in front of my sliding glass door. And, I like to step even outside. Like, why not come out here? Bring you out here with me and pan around and show you. There's my little plant garden. I've just got a few plants. And then I'm downtown Raleigh, North Carolina. And I live right across from the bus station. There's the bus station, a few buildings over there. And right over here is Moore Square. I did a video recently, one of the games that the Hurricanes was in, and they won, and just the sound of the roars of the cheers was so cool. And I went live up here, downloaded. I forget if I went live or just did a video, but it was pretty amazing. And of course, the Hurricanes, my team, they're amazing, and they won the cup. So proud of them and excited. A lot of my content has been, of course, recently about the canes, one of them being my nails, because I love to do nails. I went short this time, but I had to do my canes designs. And so, what about you? Do you go live? Do you do videos? Where do you post them? What's your favorite platform for sharing your videos? And are you more a consistent video poster, but not really a live person? I mean, what's your story? I'd love to know. That's how we learn. We learn from each other by sharing information, building each other up, getting tips from each other, and just, sharing the love. So I love to share tips, resources. I love to do consulting, do a lot of networking events. I lead some networking, and then I also attend some other networking events because that's part of the picture. It's not just one thing, right? Videos is definitely a strong piece of it. And it's really interesting to learn different backgrounds of people, different stories, and where, how they go live or share videos, and what they say, what their content is about, what their messaging is. Because your messaging rotates, right? I like to use the word picture of a diamond. And so a diamond, a beautiful diamond with many facets, each reflecting light, right? And your story is like that. So your story is not just one story that you wrap up and tell in one video, but every time you share a video, you're sharing a little aspect, a little facet of that diamond. So let it shine and be consistent. And the more times you share, the more facets of the diamond are displayed, and the bigger and holistic the picture is that people have of you, of your brand, your story, your background, your personality, your passion, and all those good things. And so, we're never done. We don't ever finish. So it's an ongoing display of just sharing stories and encouraging other people. Yes, indirect marketing, yes, products and services, yes, all those things. However, I just feel like there's so much more fulfillment in doing business as an entrepreneur when you have um, a mindset of giving, right? Of being generous. And so, you've seen those people and you've met those people. You meet them at different events, networking events, and they're eager to get you their business card in your hand, and tell you all about what they do. And maybe not a good listener. You kind of read the body language. I think most people are smart to understand where someone's coming from. So don't be that person. Be the person who asks questions and listens and doesn't just ask for the card, give the card. I mean, that may be part of it. Sure, why not? I have business cards. I like to give them out, but I usually ask people if I could give them my card. I don't just like, here, take my card. And a lot of people use digital cards. The point is be relational. Be relational, ask questions, have a discussion, and learn from each other because we can all learn from each other. I love learning tips and ideas and things from other people. And I think, wow, I could do that, or I want to try that, right? It's part of the journey, it's part of the process. So I encourage you to do videos, to go live. And, I don't know how often you might have a schedule, you might have a certain way you like to do things. For me, my personal challenge is Wednesdays at 3 ish, close to 3 as possible. I'm going to go live here on YouTube. I'm going to download that video and then attempt to cross promote it. But this will be the main place that I start from. And I was really encouraged when I went to the Social Media Marketing World Conference in Anaheim this year and learned a lot about YouTube. I'm still applying a lot of the things I learned. I'm still going through the notes of the things that I learned. And so no matter where we learn things, you know, for me, I have a list. I like to use the notes feature on my iPhone, and I keep track of, the next things that I want to focus on, that I want to either study, research, learn, apply, or do. And that's just my way of thinking. We all have our learning styles and the way our brains work. So I don't know what your way is. Feel free to share. What is your goal? What do you want to learn? What is the next thing you're focusing on? And how are videos incorporated into that process and into your goal strategy of growing your brand? What are you talking about on your videos? So you might be able to tell. It's okay not to have an exact plan. Like, don't be so legalistic about it. You want to be authentic. I feel like that's important. I appreciate when people are just real and they come on. And some people are better than others at speaking off the cuff, but it comes and it flows and it builds and you gain that momentum the more and more you do it. Again, not just with the interface and the strength and confidence that comes with understanding how to do the things and where to click, how to set it up and what to do, but then also in just knowing your own messaging and being more confident with sharing about your own story, right? So that you can display that in a way that people can understand, and clear messaging, and they can grasp. But also it polishes your own goals for yourself because you realize as you share, and you're telling people about what you want to do. And sometimes you even realize while you're talking, oh my goodness, yes, that's the next thing I'm going to do. So, some of the things that I'm thinking about looking ahead is yes, I'm hopefully in this pattern, which is building a pattern of a habit, right? So that I have it built in. Kind of like I make my bed and make coffee every day, right? Those are patterns I've built that I do automatically because I've been consistent for a long time with that. Well, going live just the 1 day a week, but hey, maybe I want to add another day. I don't know. But I definitely have a goal of creating more video content and sharing that organically and natively to multiple platforms because I am very active on all the platforms. And so, that's my goal for me. What's your goal for you? Share your goal. I'd love to hear it and, just encourage each other and appreciate you watching this. And I'm pretty much done for today. So I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday afternoon. And me and my plants, they say have an awesome day. We'll talk to you soon. Michelle with Triangle Social Media.